What's up, y'all? It's your boy Sean P back again with another edition of Hip Hop Roundtable Reviews. As I told you with our last video we did on the Grammys, we're going to be coming back and kick off the year in reviews for 2025. So, we're going to start with not a rap album, but we're going to start with one of the biggest pop stars in the world, and that's Weeknd. The Weeknd dropped his Hurry Up Tomorrow album this past weekend. No pun intended. But yeah, and he delivered as he usually does as one of the top pop stars in the world. But I still have some reservations on the album. I'll let you know, as we do the review. But I do think that Dawn FM, his album from a few years ago, is still better than this one. But this is still a dope album. But let's just get into it. Well, we're gonna do what we do. I'll tell you what I like, what I didn't like, and then we're gonna sum it up in the end. So, what did I like? I tell you what, man. The feel of this album, and only Weeknd can make this certain type of album. Like, it's dark, it has energy, it has a lot of emotional lyrics. Like, he can really hit you in ways, and it kind of reminds me of DMX. Like, when DMX was in his prime, nothing sounded like a DMX album. You know, this guy is kind of like the pop version of DMX. Dark, gritty, emotional, but up tempo style of lyrics. You feel like you're in a movie. I mean, this album plays like a feature film, which all the great producers, and I'll get to the production in a minute, do basically look at an album as like a movie. That's what the great Quincy Jones did. Because Quincy Jones, he actually scored movies. That's why his albums like Thriller sounded so well, because it plays back to back to back. You know, and I love how this album played and had just a consistent flow from song to song. You know what I mean? I love the energy on it. He had bangers on here. He had joints that, you know, you definitely rock. He had stadium anthems that you're going to sing the chorus and you could picture, you know, 50, 60, 80,000 people screaming the chorus of some of these songs. So let me pull up the track list so we could talk about some of the songs on here. Hold on, let me get up my Spotify. Let's do that. All right. So Hurry Up Tomorrow. Let's get to it. What are the songs that I like? I love how it started off. I think the Wake Me Up joint set the tone as a real dark and gritty record, and even the beat switch up. Going right into Cry For Me, which is another song that was dark and gritty. You know what I mean? I kind of dig the Sao Paulo joint. That's going to be featuring on Anitta, who is a legendary Brazilian artist. That's going to play big on TikTok. A lot of Brazilians have a big dance following on TikTok, and I could see this song being real big down in Brazil on the TikTok platform. So that's another great one, you know. Then I love the run from Baptism in Fear, Open Hearts, Opening Night, right down to Reflections with Travis Scott and Florence and the Machine, and also Enjoy the Show with Future. I mean, the middle of this album is very solid. I mean, you're not going to do any skips there. You know what I mean? I love all of those songs. You know what I mean? Another joint that I really fuck with is I Can't Wait to Get There and Timeless. Timeless was a lead single with Playboi Carti, and I'm not a fan of Playboi Carti, but when he, you know, is in this melodic type of hip hop, this kind of, when he does features, he's pretty good. He could add something to a record. So Timeless was another one. Niagara Falls, and maybe Take Me Back to LA is my favorite track on here. That has the most replay value out of anything. I really dig that track. Um, I would say The Abyss with Lana Del Rey, and I didn't even know it was Lana Del Rey. I didn't know she could sing like that, but Lana Del Rey, I like that. And lastly, I'd say Without Warning was probably my biggest banger on there, as far as songs that I like. Now, I mean, this really plays well. And again, I keep picturing, like when I hear this album, like I really want to see it. It's more visual than an auditory album. You know what I mean? If he played this album in a stadium, in a concert, this would be like 10 times the effect of what you hear in your car. It just plays to a stadium, and that's because of the production. Because Mike Dean did all of the beats on here. Mike Dean is low key one of my favorite producers out there, and you know his a connection to Kanye going back to Watch the Throne days. And the gift of Mike Dean is Mike Dean makes stadium type hip hop, stadium music. Like he makes anthems. He specializes in making anthems that people could sing to and rock to. And that's the feel of this album, what it gets. So I really like the production on here. Um, what I didn't like, this album was just, I think was too long. I mean, it's at the point now where if you can't get it done in 60 minutes, it just becomes a really long type of, filler music. He does have some filler songs on here I could do without. A little bit too many ballads that I could do without. Some of the interludes to me came off as really unnecessary, and I don't know why he had them when he didn't need to. He was just, it was just playing real fluid and from back to back, and some of the interludes were out of place. You know what I mean? So it's just the length. I would cut this down to about 17 songs. And if it was 17 songs, it would be an absolute classic. I mean, there's no definition, no reason to think it would get classic status if it was 17 songs. So overall, what do I rate this thing? So lyrics wise, when I do the breakdown, I look at lyrics. I definitely say, he had a lot of meaning behind what he said, a lot of emotional content. So I give it an 8. Replay value is definitely 8.5. I'm going to be definitely listening to this for most of this year. I know that. You know what I mean? The production is a strong 9. Mike Dean came to play. Mike Dean really did his thing on this, as he's one of my low key favorite producers, because the energy that a notch below that. You know what I mean? Just a notch below. That's not to say that it's not great, but this is definitely going to be in the conversation as one of the best music projects and albums of the year. And Weeknd just doesn't disappoint. I think Weeknd is, you have to say he is a top 5 overall music artist in the game now. I mean, you got right now, you got Kendrick Lamar, you got Beyonce. You know what I mean? They're not going anywhere as far as pillars of pop music. You got Taylor Swift. And I think this guy makes the top 5 as far as pure pop stars is considered. You know what I mean? He would be my number 4 guy as one of the best artists in the world. On number 5, I don't know. I mean, it used to be Drake, but I think Drake is gotten kicked out after Kendrick Lamar washed him in this battle. I don't know who you put in that top 5 spot right now as the top 5 pop stars in the world. Maybe, well, nah, I can't say Kanye West because Kanye kind of fell off a little bit. But yeah, I would put him as the 4th best overall pop artist in the world right now. But so, like I was saying, hold on a minute. Yeah, I don't know why it looked like it froze. But anyway, I'm gonna go with an 8.5 out of 10. Hurry Up Tomorrow, the Weeknd. Definitely check this out. And if 2025 is gonna have this level of quality music, we're in for a treat this year. There's gonna be some more rap albums that's gonna come out and come up soon, which I'm gonna review. I know Alchemist, 2 Chainz, and Larry June are coming out next weekend. So stay tuned for that review. I definitely have to check that album out. I may or may not get to Central C, who's a drill artist from London. I mean, he does London drill, London grime, and that album's pretty dope. So I'll get to that a little bit later. But what I will suggest is definitely check out Weeknd, Hurry Up Tomorrow. The first standout project, I think, for 2025. So with that, y'all enjoy the rest of your evening. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Let's get some more subs up. And also give me suggestions in the comments of music you want me to review. And also if there's a topic out there in hip hop that you want to talk about. So anyway, like, share, subscribe. Hip Hop Roundtable Reviews. Look me up on YouTube, and I'll catch up with you guys later. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and we'll catch up probably this weekend. So, all right, peace.